Hi guys, so I'm trying something a little different today. Instead of walking around, I'm going to be sitting here and showing you what I used during this current pandemic to keep healthy and to stay fit. Now, I do use a whole bunch of things. Obviously, I go out for bike rides, I have my bike trainer and all of that. But when I looked at my routine, I wanted to find things that anybody can do from wherever they are right in your home. Alright, so you don't need to go out and it doesn't require any special equipment. Maybe you might need to purchase a couple of things on Shopee or on Lazada or whatever, but I looked for things that anybody can do from wherever they are, no matter how big or small your room or your house is. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to share with you guys falls into the realm of physical activity. Now I know that everyone has different levels, varying levels of fitness and health. I myself am not the most healthy person, but I've been trying to get more fit lately for various reasons. But anyway, I wanted to find something that everybody can do, and this is something that you guys have done, most of you have done since you were children, and it is skipping. Alright, so I have a skipping rope here, which I use every other day, and I use it for skipping, obviously, and I do it outdoors. Not inside my cabin because I don't have enough space, but there's plenty of space outdoors. You can get a skipping rope for relatively inexpensive price online. I've seen some of them going from like 19 ringgit, which is what, like $3, $4, $5. I've seen them going, for a relatively cheap price online. So this is something that everyone can do to keep healthy, to stay fit at home. It doesn't cost very much. You don't need to be of any particular fitness level, but it will definitely help to keep your heart going. Alright, so first thing is my skipping rope. So before I go on to item number 2, I just remembered something I forgot to mention earlier, which is for Malaysians, especially if you're going to use your skipping rope indoors, please make sure that you do it in a room without a ceiling fan, alright? Just a word of warning, some of our ceilings can be pretty low, and the last thing you want to do is to use your skipping rope and have it get caught on the ceiling fan. So please check that all of your surroundings are clear before using your rope, okay? So the second item that I wanted to show you guys is actually this. So this is Blackmore's Bio C Vitamin C, and it contains, I think, 1,000 milligrams. Yeah, it contains 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. But I have been taking this since I lived in England. Apart from like the odd, big things, that I have, like surgeries and things like that, this brand, as well as Cordell's Bioester C, this brand has been fantastic for keeping at bay all kinds of colds and all kinds of flus and just general illnesses. So whenever I feel something coming on, then I immediately take 2 of these and then go to sleep, and then the very next day everything's fine. I don't know about you, but it really works and it really helps for me. So I do take this. I take 2 every single day, and I have found personally for myself that it really helps for keeping colds and flus at bay and just keeping up my immunity in general. Alright, so that's item number 2. Alright, so item number 3 is this. Now, I know that apple cider vinegar isn't exactly everyone's favorite ingredient. I know that it's not to everyone's taste, and personally I did not actually like the taste of it until about 6 months ago, and then all of a sudden one day I just woke up with a craving for apple cider vinegar, and I've been taking it ever since. I take 15 milliliters every day, diluted in about 500 milliliters of water, just to get the taste really diluted while still getting the benefits, and then I sip it throughout the day. I don't mind drinking plain water. I have no issues with drinking plain water. I know some people don't, but I like plain water. But I don't know, I've been having this, I've been taking this every day. I can't say that I've felt any specific benefits from taking it. I know that, people make all sorts of claims about it. It helps you to lose weight, it keeps your blood sugar down and blah, but I can't say for myself personally whether it has had a direct impact on me, but I've been taking it every day. I haven't gotten sick, so, maybe apple cider vinegar has had something to do with it. But obviously you guys all recognize this brand. I know that there are other brands out there. This is just the one that I use because it's the most readily available for us over here. Alright, so this is item number 3. Alright, so now we get into the realm of something that's a little different, and item number 4 is actually this. I love the smell of juniper. Out of all the incense, I really love juniper. I love burning juniper. I can burn mounds of juniper. I love the smoke. I love the smell. I love everything about it. So Rinpoche also really love juniper. Whenever we made offerings to the Dharma Protector Doji Shukden, incense offerings, and Rinpoche would ask for us to burn sang, we would always burn a lot of juniper. So I love everything about juniper. I love its cleansing properties. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. Short story, many years ago, I had a really bad eye infection, and every doctor I went to, they weren't able to treat it. So I told Rinpoche about it, and then Rinpoche recommended that I burn juniper, and I burn protected incense inside a small pot. And every day, I should hover my eye, the infected eye, over the pot and let the smoke, blow over the eye. And as I'm doing that, recite the Dharma Protector Satraps mantra, Om Maha Yakchacha Soha. So back then, I wasn't practicing Doji Shukden, I was practicing Satrap. And so I recited Satraps mantra 1 round while I had my eye hovering over the smoke that was created by the juniper. And what do you know? 7 days later, the eye infection completely cleared up. We never figured out what the eye infection was, what it was caused by, but all I know is that juniper really helped to get rid of the eye infection, as well as, of course, Dhammapala Satraps mantra. So item number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is juniper. I use juniper, I burn it in my room a little bit, obviously because incense is flammable, and technically I'm not supposed to be burning incense in dukkha. Don't tell anyone. But yes, I burn a little bit of this so that my room smells like juniper. I really appreciate and value its cleansing properties. So item number 4, juniper. Item number 5 should be coffee, but it's not. Item number 5 is similar to the juniper but different, and it is actually this, which is the famous red crystal incense. I'm sure you guys have seen it online. Many have tried to imitate it, but only one original, which is from the Dikung Charitable Society Kagyupa Monastery in South India. So this incense, which is the original, I like to burn in my room in conjunction with the juniper. I like the smell of it. Rinpoche really loved the smell of it. Rinpoche also loved the length of it because it's so long, it burns for a really long time. So you make one offering and then it burns and it takes its time to burn down. The smell is very clean. It doesn't smell toxic. It doesn't have any chemical after smells like some incense do. So Rinpoche loved burning red crystal incense and loved offering red crystal incense on his altar or on his desk, and offering it to Vajrayogini and to Doji Shukden. So this is item number 5, which I burn in my room in conjunction with the juniper to keep healthy and to stay fit and to dispel any bad juju or bad energy in the room. Any germs, any nasty smells that are lying around, this is perfect. The juniper is perfect. So this is item number 5. Alright, so the 6th item on my list, you guys may have actually seen before in some of the previous videos, especially when I was wearing the round neck t-shirt, when you would have seen a black string next to my pastor's pendant. And the 6th item on my list of things to stay healthy and to stay protected is actually, let me get it, this. So this is the Napo Gujo pill. I'll show you guys. It looks like that. It's wrapped in a black cloth. And this is when it's out of its packaging, this is when it's in its packaging, alright? So that is the Napo Gujo pill. Now, the Napo Gujo pill comprises of a secret blend of herbs and medicines and minerals which are gathered from the Himalayan region, and it's been used by Tibetans for many centuries as a traditional form of protection against highly infectious diseases as well as epidemic ailments. So during this COVID-19 time, when the ailment, the illness, the sickness, the disease has been called a pandemic and has also been deemed to be highly infectious, Napo Gujo is very perfect for people who are elderly, who are very young, who are within the nursing or the healing or the medical profession. So Napo Gujo is something that all of us can wear to provide protection against infectious diseases such as COVID-19. We were first recommended to use the Napo Gujo pill by our Guru, His Eminence Sam Rinpoche, during the H1N1 and during the SARS outbreak. And how you use the Napo Gujo is that you wear it against your skin, which is why it's not actually over my uniform, it's actually under my uniform against my skin, because your body heat actually activates the healing and protective properties of Napo Gujo. So each morning when I wake up, I I take the Napo Gujo pill and then I hold it to my nose and I breathe the herbal scent in 3 times on each nostril. And to further activate the pill's protective and healing properties, I also recite Shakyamuni's mantra, which is Teata Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Yesoha. Teata Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Yesoha. Alright, so Napo Gujo pill, it shouldn't be consumed, although it's called a pill, and it should be kept dry. So don't get it wet, don't go into the shower with it, keep it as dry as possible. And then every 3 to 5 years, I have the pill replaced. So that is item number 6 on my list of things to stay healthy and to stay protected during this COVID-19 time, which is the Napo Gujo pill. Okay, item number 7 is really interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever used it before or know what to do with it, but item number 7 is really cool, okay? And I'll tell you why. So item number 7 is actually this. This is the Blessed Healing Reboos from Vajra Secrets, and it's also made using medicinal herbs and rare substances, and it's been empowered, just like the Napo Gujo, it was also empowered, and its potency was actually increased by pujas and by prayers done whilst the pills were being made. But the reason why I'm so excited about these pills, which look like these, is because they're like the magic pill that solves everything, okay? So the reason why I got these for the very first time ever is because I was told by someone that when their cows are sick in the monastery, this is the pill that they give to their cows. So sometimes cows in the monastery, they get ill and the vets can't figure out why, no one knows why, and the cows just refuse to eat. And cows, you guys must understand, are very, very important for the monastic diet because they provide milk, which then provides butter and cheese, which is a staple food for the Tibetan monasteries. So, you know, having cows there, it really helps, I guess, save costs for the monastery. It provides them with a source of sustenance. So cows are very, very precious for the monastery. It also helps to make yogurt. So, you know, all of these things, yogurt, butter, cheese, they're all used for consuming as well as for making offerings. So cows, very precious. So the first time I got these pills was because I was told that they are fantastic for everything. Like you can, you know, drink them and you can consume them. But what sold me was the fact that I was told that the monastery gives this to cows when cows are sick, and like it heals them instantly. Alright, so yes, I bought this because it helps cows. Anyway, the reason why I was looking for this was because I was in Nepal at the time, and it was winter and I was having tremendously itchy skin. It was so dry, but no matter what I put on it, no matter how intensive a moisturizer I used, it didn't help at all. So I was in a lot of pain. I was, you know, my skin was so dry, I was scratching it and it started to bleed. And I really was looking for something that would solve all these problems. So I asked about traditional Tibetan medicine that might be able to help me to resolve this skin issue. And this is what I was recommended. So after the cow story, I thought, well, if it helps cows, it must help me because I'm not as big as a cow yet. So I bought this. What I did was I crushed it and then I dissolved it. I stirred it and dissolved it into a pot of moisturizer. The pot of moisturizer was maybe this size, you know? So the moisturizer became brown instantly. I mean, it wasn't a case of oh, I could dilute it or whatever the moisturizer would somehow dilute it. No, the moisturizer just became brown. And I started using this pill dissolved into the moisturizer on my skin. Now you have to remember, I was already using this same moisturizer before I included the pill, and the moisturizer wasn't doing anything for me. But once I included the pill, within 2 days, the itching completely stopped, the bleeding completely stopped, and my skin stopped being dry. It was a little interesting to get used to at first, I have to be honest, because once I had dissolved it, it had a very gritty, grainy feeling inside the moisturizer, and so when I rubbed it on, I wasn't rubbing on white moisturizer anymore. I was applying brown, gritty moisturizer, and it was turning my skin brown, something if you were to apply henna. You know, if you draw henna patterns in your skin and your skin goes brown, that's what was happening to my skin with the moisturizer. But you know what? I kept with it, and after 2 days, I did it twice a day for 2 days, once in the morning, once at night, and after 2 days, everything completely changed. my skin returned to normal. It wasn't dry anymore, it wasn't cracked, it wasn't bleeding. It was just the best. So this pill helps cows and this pill, I know from personal experience, helps to resolve skin issues. So this pill, very, very good. Alright, so this is item number 7 on my list of things that you can do from home to stay healthy and to protect yourself against the current pandemic. Again, this one's also available on Vaja Secrets. I think it's part of an add-on for the anti-influenza essentials kit. So the anti-influenza essentials kit is the Nakpo Gujo as well as a pack of Ganden Kempa incense, which I'll show you next. But this is available as an add-on, and if you can invite this home, I highly, highly, highly recommend it based on personal experience for you to bring this home, keep it with you, and I don't know, who knows, maybe if you've got friends with eczema or whatever, you can give this to them. Alright, so cows, humans, perfect. Okay, so my 8th and final item on my list of things that you can do to stay healthy during this COVID-19 time is actually this. Now this is Ganden Kempa, and it originated from Ganden Monastery, which is one of the 3 great Gelug monasteries of the Tibetan Buddhist system. And Ganden Kempa actually originated with none other than Lama Tsongkhapa himself. So there was a time when Tibet was plagued by many illnesses, and Lama Tsongkhapa was looking for a way to relieve sentient beings' suffering. So he cut his hair, and where his hair fell on the ground, from that consecrated ground actually grew the Ganden Kempa grass. So Tibetans have been using this for the last 600 years as a method of purifying environments and as a method of making offerings to the Buddhas to clear obstacles. And it's for that reason that Ganden Kempa is actually called Ganden grass or obstacle clearing grass. So the reason why I use this and I burn this in my room during this time is because the personal physician of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama actually recommended this as an effective remedy for respiratory illnesses and for purifying polluted spaces or polluted environments. And if you guys are wondering, you know, is there a basis for using incense to purify space? What happened in China recently was that there were cases where incense was used to actually sterilize hospital wards, and it was found to be just as effective as chemical agents. So this one is, personally for me, something that I would prefer compared to chemicals because it's natural, it's herbal, it's got very nice grassy smell, and I tend to use it in conjunction with the juniper. So what I do is actually I burn a few sticks of the red crystal incense, or I burn some red crystal incense, and where the red crystal incense is actually smoldering, I scatter the juniper and the Ganden Kempa on top, and it creates a really nice fresh grassy smoke that I then use to purify and to sound my room, which I will show you guys how to do in a future video if you would like to know how. So yes, item number 8 on my list is actually the Ganden Kempa incense. Again, this is another incense that Rinpoche himself really liked to use and really liked to offer. We have bags and bags of this in the Ladrang so that we can make offerings to the Dharma Protector Dodu Shukden. Item number 8, Ganden Kempa incense. So I hope you guys enjoyed the list of 8 things that you can do from the safety of your home to stay healthy and to keep fit during this time. As I mentioned earlier, I do other things. For example, I take my bike out for a bike ride around KFR, always on my own, in keeping with social distancing rules, always on my own. I do use my bike trainer, circumambulations, prostrations and all of that, but I realized that not everyone has access to facilities like this at a time like this, so I wanted to find things that you can do, that I do, to stay healthy and to stay fit and to protect yourself during this COVID-19 time. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that list. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will answer you as soon as I can. If you've got any suggestions for future videos, please let me know and I will try to make that happen for you. And as usual, please like, comment, share, subscribe on the videos, not just my video, but everyone else's videos as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content that we have been putting out so far on the Kechara Facebook fan page, the Kechara Forest Retreat Facebook fan page, and all of the other Facebook fan pages that we've been putting stuff out on over the last few weeks. MCO has been extended till the 28th of April, so you guys have a lot more videos that you can look forward to for the next 2.5 weeks. Alright, so yes, if you guys have any ideas for videos that you would like to see, let me know and I will try to make that happen for you. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!